car averages 27 miles per gallon. Gas costs $4.04 per gallon. Which of the following is closest to how much the gas would cost for this car to travel 2,727 typical miles? Well, I start off, I try to think of a formula that relates miles, gallons, cost. I think about this, and it's hard for me to think of a formula, and the screen is blank. Let's get something written down. Let's suppose that I went 27 miles. How many gallons have I used? 1. That's the definition of miles per gallon. Okay, what if I went 54 miles? That's 2 gallons. How about 2,727? Well, I see the pattern. It's divided by 27. So I went used 101 gallons. And I see that each gallon costs $4.04. Therefore, the total cost is 101 gallons times $4.04, or $408.04. This brings to mind the two most important rules for the math section. The first, I stared at this blank screen and I don't get anywhere. The more I stew about a problem in my head, the worse off I am. You have to get something written down. The second rule is, you have to get something written down. Nothing stays in your head. If you're thinking about it, get it down on paper. Problem 2. X is 3, Y is 5. By how much does the value of this thing exceed the value of the other thing? Well, let's see. And let's not cheat and use our calculator and blast right off, start punching keys. Let's write everything down. And I see the answer is 14. I see the answer is 14 because not only have I written everything down, I've written everything down neatly, so I can make sure that I've not substituted 5 for 3 or vice versa. I can check my work. Be neat. What's the value of x when 2x plus 3 equals 3x minus 4? This is an easy one. Be neat. What's the greatest common factor of these three numbers? Well, there is an algorithm that you can use to find the greatest common factor. But given that we only have 5 choices here, let's try them. Let's try the highest, since if it were right, it would be the greatest. Does 42 go into 42? Sure. How about 42 into 126? Yes. How about 42 into 210? Yes. And we have our answer, 42. Sales for a business were $3 million more the second year than the first. Sales the third year doubled the sales for the second year. If sales for the third year were $38 million, what were they in the first year? I get confused just looking at all the numbers. What do I know? I need to get something written down. It's rule number 1. Well, there's 3 years going on. Let's write them down. What do I know? Sales for the third year were $38 million. Let's write it down. What else do I know? Sales for the third year were double sales for the second. Therefore, year 2 must be 19. What else do I know? Sales for the first year, or sales for the second year, were $3 million more than the first year. Therefore, year 1 is 16. But it all starts with merely writing down year 1, year 2, year 3. Nothing stays in your head. This is a trickier one. It's hard to even figure out what's going on here. F is equidistant from D and G. Well, let's draw it. If F is equidistant from D and G, let's draw the lines that show equidistant. I'm tempted to say that X and Y look equal, but they look about 30 degrees. That seems right. Let's draw another set of lines, though. And I see that they still look equal. However, they're no longer 30. Now they're about 45. So I know that the answer is F. That's problems 1 through 6.